Hit record.
You hit record, but you told me you hit record before, and I was about to say something, and then you're like, "You're doing something." Well, I was doing something.
No, I was doing something. You can see the countdown on the screen. There's literally a countdown every time I hit the
I
button.
couldn't see it.
This is why you're no longer in charge of the buttons.
I have my own buttons.
Well, we can't hear them because of the wonderful sound and noise protections I get in my new software.
I dislike it. People are
love
sad.
it.
They can't hear the awesome sounds that emit from my buttons.
Okay.
And
Somebody presses buttons and you emit sounds.
yes. No, the buttons press sounds. The buttons emit sounds, Dan. The buttons
What?
emit sounds.
You press a button and you emit sounds. Yeah, I heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Yeah. All the time. Exactly.
I know exactly how it works.
Yeah.
You do things and yeah, and it happens.
Yeah.
And it's exciting.
Yes. Exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. Just like this book.
You know
But
that this book was exciting.
it was exciting.
I was actually really excited by this book.
I saw this cover and got scared.
I love this cover.
I thought he was going to get eaten by the thing.
There was a cover that hooked me into comics that I'm trying to find.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But this cover is awesome. We're actually going right into the book.
Oh, my gosh. I know. It's amazing.
This never happens on this podcast. We're talking about Booster Gold number 13.
13.
It says the world is turning against Booster Gold. How can they do this to a dying man?
He's dying.
Booster's suit is magically back after last issue.
It was torn up. He was
naked.
He was a half naked man on a dock.
Mostly naked.
Mostly.
But mostly naked.
Now he's fully covered again. But broken.
Yes.
He's a husk of a man still.
He is a husk of a man. And there's all these. This looks like a Neil Adams cover. Does it not?
It does.
Like straight out of the 70s Green Lantern books.
Oh, yeah. All the scary faces looking at Booster, laughing and sneering.
Photorealistic faces in a lot of ways, too. Right?
Oh, totally. Yeah. They definitely have a lot of good detail.
At least in as much as Jurgens can draw them. And this is... Mr. Jurgens, I hope you realize I'm not insulting you by saying you're not as good as Neil Adams at drawing. You are very good at drawing. I bought a $450 print from you.
Because he likes your drawings.
Because but you are not Neil Adams. But you are one of the artists that got me into comics. So there's that.
Yes.
And I think that, I just think that he is amazing and this cover is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't even know why I'm freaking out and saying things like, this isn't as good as Neil Adams, because I should just be comparing it to Dan Jurgens, and it's an awesome cover.
I mean, if you
but
look
it's
around,
only because he took off and did the Neil Adams stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, but if you look at all the faces, each face has they slightly look like somebody. You got a Bela Lugosi looking guy over in the right hand top corner underneath the Comics Code. You got a Vincent Price kind of looking guy down in the bottom by his leg. There's a it just has like each of these faces. You can as you look at them, they start to look kind of like people. You know, it's like, well, I mean, you know, there's inspiration there.
Got a Hugo Strange looking one right under
yeah,
Booster's armpit.
Yeah.
The yeah, and this is no, it's a fantastic it's really a fantastic cover.
Hmm.
And we've already
Natalie Wood by his
mentioned
hand.
that yeah, we've already mentioned that Dan Jurgens pencils are one of the things that got me into comics because I mentioned this? I mentioned the Legion of Superheroes books I bought off the newsstand in previous
Yeah.
episodes. I mentioned that Dan Jurgens drew those books, but those Tales of the Legion books I got a year after my mom got me the first one
Yeah.
were Dan Jurgens covers as
Oh,
well.
okay.
And so Dan Jurgens was drawing, was the artist on the Tales book, which is we mentioned the direct sale stuff already, so I don't want to get into that, but
Hmm.
just refresher for those
Yeah.
maybe didn't listen to the previous podcast. For Teen Titans, for Legion of Superheroes, for The Outsiders, hash Batman and the Outsiders, there was a main book. And when it went off newsstand to direct sales only, they offered two books, one that was sold on the newsstand and one that was sold direct sales. And for a year, Legion and Teen Titans had two stories a month.
Oh,
And so the Tales book was kind of considered the backup book, but Dan Jurgens was doing all the art on that book. And we mentioned that before, back when they introduced the two poor comic characters that were killed in the car wreck.
oh yeah. Yeah.
But the artist was complaining about drawing all those teenage superheroes. And
Those
I think
teenage
Mr.
superheroes.
Jurgens was maybe talking about himself.
Perhaps.
But one of the books, Legion of Superheroes, Tales of Legion of Superheroes 322. Dawn stars on the cover and her face is kind of shrouded,
Mhm.
and Brainiac 5 is being held, and he's like, Dawn Star, what have you done? And it looks like she's maybe murdered somebody.
Oh no.
And then we get another really cool issue, the next issue, where Brainiac 5 is standing out and there's like a space gate behind him and a bunch of stuff going on. One of my favorite covers of all time that Dan Jurgens did was in, I don't know if it's his favorite, but it was just an interesting cover. It was in Legion of Superheroes 325 or Tales. Element Lad's head is big. I've showed you this one before, and then the rest of the Legion is like flying through space in front of his head. And then, so just, I mean, these were to me, obviously, I love the Steve Lytle covers, which were the original covers as well of those books. But the Dan Jurgens covers were really cool. And it's it was cool that he did that book, and then obviously went over here and did this. And then I was checking to see, and I don't think it's him. I actually think it's a different artist. So it was actually, oh, it was Edward it was Eduardo Barreto, another fantastic artist. But one of my favorite issues was the reprint of Tales of Legion of Superheroes #4, but Tales number 329. And it's a very similar cover to this, except all the heads in the background it's the opposite of this, actually.
Opposite.
The characters in the characters in the foreground are shadows,
Okay.
and the heads in the background are all colored in.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I read that comic to death because it was the death of Karate Kid.
Oh,
But I read that comic so much. I actually bought another one later because I mean,
tore it apart.
I have my original ones, but it was
Yeah.
like rolled, the cover rolled and like
Yeah.
staples out, and
Oh man.
I think it was water damaged, or was that the issue before? I can't remember. Like,
Just-
I mean,
it got red.
I read those books over and over
Yeah.
and over again, which is why I can remember to go back and find that. So Eduardo Barreto, yes, another fantastic artist. So, but yeah, I mean, I really love this. It has that feel. Sorry for the distraction, everybody. If you're listening to Funny Book Forensics for the first time, this happens often. I get distracted and go talk about other things from the exact same time period. But this has a very 70s feel to the cover, does it
It
not?
does. It does. It definitely. It's got a little throwback feel to it.
Well, Dan Jurgens picked up a new inker this
Okay.
issue.
Yeah.
Mike DiCarlo is off the book,
Mhm.
and Gary Martin is on the book.
Ah.
And I think DiCarlo is overdoing The Flash. Didn't we figure that out the other day?
So.
So we've got a new inker on the book. And you can tell almost immediately because Dirk looks even jerkier than normal on the first page.
He does.
I think the backgrounds change a little bit in these books too
A
with the
little
new
bit.
inker.
Yeah.
That's fine. This we get a standee. It looks like Dirk is standing in front of the green screen,
I know, yeah.
getting ready for his film his commercial.
And he's like, he's, have you ever had a day where it just felt like it went forever and you gotta run for tomorrow?
It's
Tomorrow
very clever.
run.
That is the title of the book. Yeah, The Tomorrow Run. Written and penciled by Dan Jurgens, inked by Gary Martin, lettered by Bob Lappin, Gene D'Angelo on colors, and Barbara Randall slash Kiesel, depending on the era in
Yeah.
which she is editing, is the editor. And we have already given Barbara massive praise for the editorial direction of this book since taking over. And it's just going to get even better right now.
It is. This is banger of a book.
This book is fantastic. So let's notice. See, I just want to say, do you notice when the book is really interesting, how excited I get and go straight to the book? Where if it's a book that's not my favorite, we talk about 27 other things before we get into the book.
I mean, and I can understand. I can understand.
We've all had long work days. Well, anyway, right now, Dirk the Jerk is saying Booster Gold is dying.
He's dying. I'm
At
going
the
to lose my
hospital.
golden goose.
Yes.
A cash
He's
cow.
got his Miami Vice tie on.
Yeah. Skinny.
And doesn't he know if he's wearing a tie, you don't unbutton the top button?
You got to keep it tight. Got to keep it
Yeah.
tight.
Or just don't bother.
I mean,
Or loosen it more. Like,
he's got to jack those sleeves up on that jacket. He's got to have them pulled up to he's got to have them up to the elbow so it looks like he's like ready for business.
the
Or
problem with
pleasure.
Dirk is he doesn't have anything to roll to, right? If he
Yeah.
had biceps, if he's rocking out,
I
he
mean,
could do that, but he's not. And so, nor should he.
he's just kind of chilling, hanging out.
Well, we are at Star Labs, apparently.
Yeah,
Star Labs has amazing flooring.
it does. It's pretty cool looking.
It's a green and white checkerboard flooring.
Yeah, you could play some checkers on there, some chess, whatever. Flip it over. Something else, maybe
And-
Ludo on the bottom.
Well, good news. Trixie immediately starts yelling at Dirk, which is always my preference.
Oh,
This man down in the corner is saying that all sounds quite ominous.
oh no.
And we note that the explosion happened last issue, and Barbara lets us know, shame on you if you missed it. And she is correct.
She is correct. You missed it. Go back, read that one. Worth
But
it.
we're having a big conversation at Star Labs, and we're trying to figure out how to repower Booster's suit.
You got to pre-toast it, Dan. You just got to pre-toast the suit.
No, they did pre-toast the suit, and it failed. That was the whole
Okay,
problem.
you got to pre-power the suit.
You
Eh?
have to repower the suit.
Pre-power to repower.
Well, we're talking to who is this guy we're talking to? Do you remember?
His shirt. I think it's on his shirt. I think his shirt has his name on it.
It does.
Yeah, I think so. I think we see it on the next page.
I.
Think when we get to the next page, we see. Oh, maybe.
Well, anyway, he repaired some skeets, and he's working on the miniaturized technology, and he says it's light years of what he's ever seen before.
light years beyond my comprehension.
And his name is Jack, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was Mitt.
No, that's. Sometimes you say things, and I don't know if you're kidding or not. And
Well, I mean, his shirt
I
has
assume
a
you're
name.
kidding.
He's got a name on his
assume you're-
shirt.
I assume you're kidding. Like
Yeah.
you don't know what that is.
It's not his name. Not Mitt.
What does it stand for?
Mitt. Like a
What does it
glove.
stand for?
Mitt.
What does it stand for?
I'm gonna say it's Mitt. Yeah.
So you don't know. See, I thought you were kidding.
It's that school that they wouldn't let that janitor
That
into.
there we go.
He
Thank
liked
you.
apples though.
Jeez. Thank you. All right. So I was like, please don't be serious.
It's that
I've
they
had too much.
what
There's been
was
too much going on over the last. Too much ignorance in the world for you not to know.
what was really sad though is his buddy had to go rob a bunch of banks dressed as a nun later on to get money so that his friend could go back to school.
Well, Trixie lets Jack know, as I just breeze out of that,
Uh,
that Booster's a time traveler from the future, and Dirk's like, the future,
future? No way.
outrageous, because
So
he was
bright, I
too
gotta wear
wrapped up in,
shades.
yeah. Well, he took his shades off, and Trixie's like, does that help? And Jack's like, that's remarkable. So time travel is possible. I'm now very excited. You just remember when the Legion of Superheroes said that Booster going back in time didn't change anything about the time stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, editorial forgot that book completely
Man,
because we are just that whole theory is getting wiped out. Like Dan Jurgens and Barbara are running away from that
like
as far
whatever.
as they can with this issue. They're
Forget
just
that.
like, yeah, forget that. Or Brainiac 5 was just wrong. So
He's
we
been wrong
are.
before.
He's definitely been wrong before. He created a super being that tried to destroy the universe
Yeah.
during a mental breakdown.
He makes mistakes.
He created a robot that tried to destroy the entire Earth while he was sane.
Yeah. Yeah.
And remember, we read The Monster in a Little Girl's Mind. He brought that robot back.
He he does things.
Yeah, so he does things sometimes that maybe aren't the smartest things. Well, Jack says to save your friend, we face the unlikely task of returning him to the future, and since it involves time travel, I think I know just the man to call.
Oh my gosh. Is it who I think it is? Is
I
it
don't know. We'll find out. I've already said who it was last. So, but anyway, we get a flip, and whenever you're a writer and an editor, and you have a book that is faltering,
yeah.
and you need that story in the book to keep going, but the entire DC Comics world is doing a miniseries
Yeah.
with crossovers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Author, what do you do? What are some of your options to make sure that your book, you convince the entire DC editorial team that your book cannot be in a crossover?
You make it uncrossoverable.
You make it, well, how? Yes,
Oh.
I understand that concept. I was asking esteemed comic book author Greg Smith
You
what you would do to keep your book out of a crossover.
you take it out of the time frame in which a crossover could happen.
Yes,
And
that is a good suggestion. So in this story,
Yeah.
Booster's in the hospital and all these people are protesting superheroes
they don't
outside.
they don't like superheroes. No way.
And that's the only reference we're going to get to. Well, this and his conversation with his nurse are the only reference we're going to get to that crossover series, right? And then it's gone. And so that's their reference to Legends, which we mentioned last time was happening at the same time. So we did get a reference a couple issues ago. Remember the people were protesting outside?
Right. Yeah.
And then we get this reference and that's it. But his nurse doesn't want to treat him because she thinks he's just a jackass.
He's a
and
bad
he was just in it
dude
for the money.
Yeah.
We flip the page and we get an advertisement for some series called Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
With artist and writer George Perez.
I bet you it'll be something really spectacular.
I bet George Perez is good at drawing.
I
George
hear
Perez.
I hear good things.
Well, anyway, We get the conversation continuing with the no more superheroes thing. So we get one more page of it. Everybody protesting outside. And Jack mentions the anti superhero movement is getting stronger all the time.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, they're threatening Booster potentially. Uh-oh, we don't want
Oh
that to happen.
no,
Yeah, so that
they're
would
gonna
be
get the
bad.
pitchforks.
Well, Booster, I mean, of all the characters in DC Comics at the time,
Yeah.
Booster may be the one that deserved it the most.
I mean, if people knew his backstory, yes, but if they didn't, then they'd just be like, "Oh, he's just a guy that's just trying to build himself up off of doing
Make a
things and
buck. Yeah.
yeah, he's trying to use
Well, that
that.
is the criticism, though. Is it
Yeah.
that if you were Glorious Godfrey
Uh-huh.
in the Legend series known as G. Gordon Godfrey, but the dark side associate,
Right.
and you were trying to grab onto a story about how terrible superheroes were, and Booster would be the logical one to grab hold of.
He would be the logical one. But
So yeah,
yeah.
it's interesting how the book doesn't fit. Do you think? And I have my opinions, and we'll get to them in a little
Mhm.
while. But do you think the book? Obviously, we know now. Spoiler: this book goes what 24 issues, 25 issues.
Yeah.
So it's gonna end. It's gonna get one more season, right?
One more season.
If Do you think the Booster popularity could have benefited from being in that crossover?
It might have, but I feel like he would have been martyred in the crossover, and he would have he'd have been in the crossover and utilized. Uh, he wouldn't have been a full utility character that would have been brought along for the ride and pushed out to the other side to play nice with everybody else. He would have been brought along and um, he would have been used to an end.
Yeah. Well, in the Legends 6 issue series,
It would-
which was really odd for me because when I was a kid, I only bought the last 2 issues of because the Cosmic Boy miniseries was running, and then they said to find out more about what happens, pick up Legends number 5, and I didn't even know that Legends 1, 2, 3, and 4 had happened.
yeah.
So I go, and again, that was that weird thing too, where I was telling you that back and forth, right? The newsstand Legion books were a year behind.
Mm.
So I didn't know, right?
Right.
The Legion books were still referencing like the Crisis and
Yeah.
stuff, right? So it was, you know, just buying one 75-cent book and then 2 75-cent books a month,
Yeah.
right? Like I wouldn't have known to pick up these things.
No.
So, and pedaling my bike all the way down to the very, as you mentioned, not dangerous bike ride down 152nd to the
No,
Seven
not at
Eleven to
all.
get my comics. And so just kind of thinking about this and how it played out, I of course I might have seen Booster Gold on the newsstand, but didn't know to pick it up. But we've talked about that before. And then I got one of the 2 Legion books, right? But I didn't
Yeah.
keep buying it because funds were limited. Funds were limited, and so we get into this book, and it is interesting. We get the superhero protests again,
Mhm.
and basically we get the side cast there to go rescue Booster and get him out of the hospital. But
But
the protesters give us something, give us a chance to unveil something.
uh,
And we find out that Jack has been researching Booster's powers, and we find out that Dirk wanted Booster to have a female sidekick.
uh-huh.
And so Jack had been working on a superpowered suit.
Uh-huh. Jack
And
has a
the
trick
Gold
up his
Star
sleeve.
suit. Yeah. Well, it'll come to be known as the Gold Star suit. And he wants Trixie to put it on. And we find out that it's magnetically keying. So basically, it's uses repulsion, repulsion. Is
Repulsion.
that a word? Is
Repulsion.
repulsion a word? I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
making up a word.
Sure.
Anyway, he's a magnetics, like
How
the
do those
tides,
work? Yeah.
like the tides.
Like Tide. Oh, is that how your
No,
clothes get so clean when you
no,
put Tide in it?
I skipped lines in the song. I skipped ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because like if
Miracles like the tides.
yeah, like
Well, tide is a miracle, but I prefer gain.
yeah, but if you use Tide, does the magnets in Tide does that pull the dirt out to the soap, or does the soap repulse it with its magnetic force
I'm not
away?
sure, but using gain, I walked through a security checkpoint the other day
Yeah.
and got wanded down, and the person asked me why I smelled so good.
Oh, well, that's a plus.
I thought they were kidding at first, but they were like, "No, no, you smell great." Like, and I was like, "Well," I said, "It must be my laundry soap.
So I guess
This is this
that's a gain.
Procter and Gamble. We're right here.
Yeah, we're right here.
Send your dollars this way."
Yeah, because
With the amount of gain that I buy,
there's no pain if there's no gain.
different, but same.
Different, but the same. Uh, pain and gain. So
Michael Bay movies for 100.
what we have to do is we have to go kidnap somebody and hold them hostage while we do laundry, and then dress them back up and then send them back out.
You could do that. Well, anyway,
They'll smell
we
delicious.
wouldn't want to watch. I don't think we'd want to watch the suit and gain
Oh, okay.
because it could cause a problem. Well, all the angry people have broken into Booster's room,
Oh, so angry.
and one of them gets a gun out and says, "On your knees, punk.
Oh
When
no.
we're done with you, no superhero will ever dare show his face again."
Oh, man. Stand a booster.
And somebody through the window says, "Just what the world needs. Another blowhard who thinks with a gun."
Oh,
And the gun starts moving away from the person. And then we get an advertisement for Legends crossovers. How convenient.
very convenient.
Now, I do find it very interesting.
Yeah.
This is Legends issue 4. Remember, I told you I picked up at issue 5, so this
Mhm.
would have been a month before I grabbed, and I was getting that Cosmic Boy miniseries, which was number 3, so it makes sense. The number 4 would have come out with issue 5.
Mhm.
Now, I do find it interesting that somehow Warlord
Yeah.
couldn't convince that series.
Yeah.
Poor Ron had to go and draw. Let's see if Ron did these. I assume he's still doing it. Had to do a Legends crossover in Warlord, which makes no sense. I'm sure
they couldn't get
the world of
boosters, so they had to get
Scarteris. Yeah, I'm sure the world of Scarteris definitely needed crossover. I think it happens because they're probably nearing ending the book. But we get Legends chapter 12. Yep, penciled and inked by Ron.
Dang.
Penciled and inked by Ron. Penciled and inked by Ron. I see a lot of penciling and inking by Ron.
Mm,
With Mike Grell doing the covers sometimes.
that's cool. It's a good team.
But still penciled and inked by Ron. Well, anyway, yeah, it's interesting that Warlord got drug into it, and it kept going. So, and Power Girl apparently shows up in it.
Oh, wow.
So, well, there you go. Eventually, Ron has an inker added,
Okay.
and then is off the book in issue 120. But yeah, it's quite the run. I'm bringing up Ron because you will have noticed that a couple of weeks ago, when this podcast comes out, I posted up on our feed that Ron has a new Kickstarter out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So for Trekker, somebody
for Trekker,
if
another
somebody's
Trekker book.
Not familiar, they should get familiar. They should go and back the Kickstarter. Should go check it out.
They should absolutely back the Kickstarter. You've got somebody that was doing stuff for DC in the 80s and is still doing his own books now.
Yeah.
and very successfully. And from what I understand, gave you and Travis some really good advice
Oh
about
yeah,
how to market and sell your books on Kickstarter.
yeah. We probably wouldn't have been successful with what we're doing if it wasn't for the talks we've had with Ron, and without him being in our corner through our Kickstarters and just giving us guidance and just kind of just being a cool person, super
And I
cool
think
person.
one of the pieces of advice he gave you, which you follow most of the time,
Yeah.
not every time,
Uh,
not last time, but most
what
of the time,
what's the advice?
have the book done before you launch.
Well, that that's always the desire. I can't control that. That's a Brett thing.
Have the book done before you launch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But especially with Ron, the way Ron is set up, though, he's got
Mhm.
enough fans now and
Yeah,
a continuous story that
he
it makes
needs
sense
to.
to have the book done.
Yeah,
Well, it just makes sense to you.
right.
Well, and what it protects you from is, say, your book coming out several months late.
Mhm.
And this is not a dig at you. I was
All right.
actually going to dig at somebody else and then praise them. So anyway, yeah. So in addition to all that, I got something today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What'd you get?
you're going to be jealous of this one. This is the second Mike Grell art book.
Wow.
Remember the first one I had all the trouble with?
Yeah.
It actually showing up
Yeah.
and, like it being damaged and then trying to get another one
Hmm.
and everything. Well, the reason I pulled this out, even though it was about 4 months late, which, it happens,
Yeah.
uh, still very cool.
It's very cool.
This one, I just want to thank Jeff Messer for this one, even though there's a little ding down here in the corner, but I'm not going to fault him for that one. Jeff was quite irritated with me the first time I complained. But as you will recall,
Yeah.
we discussed it. Not just irritated with me, but started sending me private messages and blasting me on sites and saying that I was trying to ruin Mr. Grell's ability to make money and all these things. And so my response was more of, well, if you would simply, mail out the books in a way that didn't get them damaged and protect them, this wouldn't be an issue. And if you were responsive in your campaigns, this wouldn't be an issue. Well, I'm just going to say that whether or not Jeff took my words to heart, probably not, because I don't think he gives a flying fuck what my opinion is. But I am just going to say for Mr. Grell, for Jeff, as they have done these campaigns, they have gotten better.
Yeah.
And this book came beautifully packaged in a box with very well protected. And even I'm also just going to say the quality inside of this thing is even better than the last one. I thought the last book was kind of not super
Mhm.
in some respects, but look
Well,
at this.
I can probably say you're probably not the only person to voice concerns or have minor or major complaints
I
or
was just loud about it.
guidance towards them and
Look at
how
that.
to handle their product.
You're on video. What are you seeing, Greg?
Oh, I'm seeing some pretty cool stuff right there. Got the Green Arrow. Uh, who's that in the middle?
Black Canary.
Black Canary. Okay. Yeah.
Black Canary, Green Arrow, Green Lantern.
Nice.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say too, I cut Greg off by showing pictures. Do reach out to Jeff Messer, reach out to their group. I'm totally blanking on their little name. They do Kickstarters under two different group names. That's why I'm blanking on which one right now. But reach out and see if you can get a copy of this. And proceeds are going to support Mr. Grell's health. And so he's had some health issues over the last couple of years that prevented him from going to a lot of conventions.
Mhm.
And he is a prolific convention goer. And if you do get to meet him at a convention, he's happy to chat with you. So
Super nice.
go up, get something signed. Really nice. That was 5 years ago now, or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
We were tabling. You were tabling. I wasn't. I was just there. But
You were
let me
hanging
sit
out.
at your table sometimes.
Yeah.
Right behind him, and I got to talk to him for quite a while, and it was awesome.
I've had the
So
opportunity to talk to him a couple times, and he's just so nice, and just the way that the kind of discussions he has with people, you can just tell when he's uh, just giving some good feedback on pieces that they're doing, and good advice, and just he really cares, So just a really
well, and
good dude.
I'll say something for him too. I
Yeah.
had a really almost really negative interaction, which he turned into a positive
Oh
interaction.
yeah.
Whatever handler he had at that ECCC,
Uh,
I went up and asked him to draw a Cosmic Boy,
mm,
and his handler, whoever that person was
hmm
at that time, who I assume wasn't a handler much longer, anyway, said, "Oh, the Legion of Super Gays." And Mr. Grell said, "No, it's the Legion of Superheroes." And then proceeded to talk about how he introduced one of the early gay characters into mainstream comics in the 80s
mm,
and quickly steered the conversation away,
hmm
which could have been a really, with the mood I was in that day,
uh,
could have been a
bad.
much worse experience for everyone.
Yeah.
Because what was the words about to come out of my mouth are, "What the fuck do you mean?"
hmm
And Mr. Grell had already steered the conversation away from that very skillfully and tactfully. And and then we chatted about the Legion and Cosmic Boy and the uniforms and had a great time. And that's something I can appreciate. So anyway, reach out to Jeff Messer, grab one of these. We just opened it up, and I didn't know how beautiful it was inside, but I'm just going to say this is a step up from their last book and well worth it. So
Awesome.
anyway, we are advertising for everybody else but us right now.
Hey.
So buy Ron Randall stuff, buy Mike Grell stuff,
Yeah.
and if you read Gail Simone's post, fuck other creators. So
Uh, that was a very interesting post yesterday. And
yesterday, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, whatever.
yeah.
It's been a minute. Yeah. Yesterday from when we're recording this.
Yeah. Time travel.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Trixie comes up in the Gold Star costume, uses the magnetic power to steal the gun, but she's wearing a helmet, so nobody can say who she is. Somebody calls her a broad. That pisses her off. She grabs Booster, takes him away, and gets him out of the hospital, and they're all on a roof, and he gets his outfit back, and it's recharged, and he's showing his ass to everybody.
He is. Beefcake.
And she gives him the flight ring back. So
He's flight ring. I don't need it. Got
we
my
have
own.
our first appearance of Gold Star and Booster.
What?
But if you're a true Booster fan, you know this isn't the real first appearance of Gold Star.
What?
We'll find out next issue. And kind of, because, well, anyway.
Time travel.
It's a sad story. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Foreshadowing bad things.
I know.
Anyway, Booster and them, they get over. They go steal an airplane.
As you do.
Booster's still wiped out. By the way, too, you were mentioning Booster getting like, I kind of got distracted by the Legends thing and Mike Grell and Ron Randall, but
Right.
I will say too, as they do this fight, Booster's still wearing the cast
Yeah.
in the arm sling, and everybody gets on the plane. They start taking off. And by the way, if he had stayed in the Legends story, you probably were right. Do you know which character got the shit beat out of them in the Legends story?
I do believe it was a young Robin.
It was a young Jason Todd.
Yes,
before
young
he
Jason.
died.
Yes.
Before he died later, they should
Yeah.
have just killed him then.
Yeah, he would have been Jason Todded.
But then injured Jason Todd rallied all the kids, and their kids came out and were like, the story did end kind of cheesily in some respects. Like Robin got all the kids to come out and ask their parents what they were doing and why they were listening to Glorious Godfrey and
Why are
see
you beating a child?
And what we know in real life is that uh, all the kids in this world will stand up and they're going to show their parents right now why the emperor isn't wearing clothes and that the Mango Mussolini is a fuckhead and an idiot and is ruining the economy today, like actually happening today,
Actually happening.
and destroying our international relations and go to them and say, hey, what are you doing liking this guy? He hates people and he's a terrible person. And those parents are going to turn to those kids and they're going to say, fuck you, kid. Go back to bed. Shut the fuck up. I support Donald Trump. So sometimes comic books are prophetic and sometimes even idiocy can't overcome common fucking sense. And by the way,
That bitch.
if you support this motherfucker, just stop listening. I don't fucking want you here. I don't want you
Agreed.
anywhere near me. I don't want you anywhere near my comics. I don't want you commenting on comics. In fact, that fucking troll chief of staff of his came out and was talking shit on Star Trek.
Yeah.
And you know what, motherfucker? Shut the fuck up. Because if you think that Star Trek isn't woke, you didn't watch fucking Star
You
Trek.
didn't. You weren't paying attention. You didn't. You obviously did not pick up on anything.
Yeah, and Shatner's involved in it too. So fuck him too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gotta go burn a
yeah.
photo.
I don't know if Shatner even knows who Stephen Miller is, so it's entirely possible. I mean, Shatner's what now, 90 something?
Yeah.
But my God, yeah, if you read comics or you watch Star Trek, you would know that what's happening is bad. If you took anything out of it, Stephen Miller probably rooted for the fucking Dominion. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's really good when people take over the whole galaxy and set up dictatorships and put people on drugs and control them, and it's good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like the Jem'Hadar, like the fucking ice agents. It's like the same thing. That's the part of Star Trek he liked.
Right. Right.
Bob race, all that shit.
Oh.
Yeah, you wish you were a paw wraith. You could close the wormhole.
Oh boy.
Well, anyway, this anger moment was brought to you by me. Uh, my views, expressed views, don't necessarily represent Greg's views, but
No,
pretty
they're
much
pretty.
do.
They're pretty. They're pretty in line. I let I when you're on tear, I just let you go.
I I can't right now.
Oh no, I
These people are fucking morons.
it's some wild times, and it's very strange to just you hear that yeah, you you imagine that we'd be different.
Well, especially when I see a comic book story referred to a comic book storyline where literally like to overcome Glorious Godfrey's spin
Mhm.
and message, they just had to have the kids ask them
Mhm.
basically defend your position. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And people went, oh shit, you're right. And in
Yeah.
real life, you do that. And literally, I was seeing messages today. Don't ask why I would bother, but I was seeing about the walkout today and just seeing messages like, fire all of them. They obviously don't work.
Oh my.
Fucking libtards. And I'm like, um, I wondered how many of them were actually
Yeah.
bots, right?
Yeah.
First off. But then, the second thing is just like uh, the things you're saying, like if you read them out loud,
Mhm.
how could you possibly endorse your statement,
Mhm.
right? Like it's just I'm reading these things and it's like, oh yeah, well, liberals don't work anyway. Um, yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
you have all day apparently to sit there and post online. I
Right.
was sitting at the eye doctor, by the way. That's why I was on the thing. So that was my time sitting waiting for the eye doctor to come get me. And I took a minute to read something, which was the biggest mistake in the world
It just got you
because I
all
should only
riled
be
up.
reading the Associated Press and staying away from all that other shit.
Yeah.
And, here we are. Well, we're back on a plane. We've
Back on a
got Dirk the
plane.
Jerk.
Dirk the jerk.
Uh, Skeets is healed up, mostly.
Yeah, mostly. And mitts and the
And
mitts on the plane too.
Jeff,
Jack.
Jack,
Jack Mitt.
Jeff Jack Mitt. Jeff Jack Mitt.
Jeff Jack Mitt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hugh Jack Mitt.
Hugh Jack Mitt.
Well, anyway, they're flying across. They're going to go see somebody. Booster explains how he's a massive failure
Oh man.
and a loser, and that we're recapping his story about being an all-American football player and falling to a life of gambling and disappointing his mom and making his sister sad, and probably needed that little recap for people just jumping into the book, and I thought it was at appropriate length. And we get a recap of the Space Museum too, and Skeets and getting the time machine, no longer called the time bubble, by the way.
Oh.
That shift.
Yeah. Little retcon.
Just time machine.
Time
and
machine.
we got to please Mr. Byrne,
Yes.
Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns.
I destroyed Superman.
Yes.
Okay, so by the way, just as we about to knock on the door, because I do think it's important to what's coming up right now. DC,
Yeah.
Comics outsold Marvel Comics in 2025.
Really? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's insane, right?
That is insane. Considering
So,
Marvel had all that
First
Disney money.
time since it's got to be the first time since the 70s, right?
Yeah. That's a horn to toot.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's buying print medium anymore, but
Yeah. I mean,
still, it's
I don't know. I mean, there's people that have boxes to go get.
me.
I had actually literally had a phone call. Somebody called the Retro Emporium this weekend to ask me if we carried DC Comics. And I was like, we have a couple classic comics in the back. And they're like, no, the new ones. I wanted to pick up the new, and I was like, we're not a comic shop.
Just refer them. You know where to
I
refer
did.
them.
I referred them to a couple shops. But,
Right up in Federal Way.
Yeah. So I said, go to Midgard. And they can take care of you there.
But
so, or Hills of Comics.
In this comic book,
yeah,
they land the plane in front of this kind of really cool looking house built on a mountainside.
Oh, that is pretty cool looking.
They knock on the door. And
there's a knock on the door.
They start asking for Dr. Hunter. It's me, Jack, from Star Labs.
Yeah.
And we get the first appearance of Booster Gold's son. I mean, wait.
What?
Wait. I didn't say that. No, ignore that.
I thought there was a resemblance there.
Yeah. I wonder, is there a resemblance?
A little
Is
bit.
this something that could be retconned in 30 years?
Maybe.
Well, anyway, I wonder if that was ever Dan Jurgens' original intent.
What to have
have Rip Hunter be his son.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, it just the way it's presented now, it doesn't seem possible.
It doesn't seem possible unless Booster went back further in time.
Now, Booster could be his grandson,
Booster could be his son,
great grandson.
grandson, great grandson. Yeah. But then if Booster had gone back in time, that would, but then if Rip is supposed to be super smart, then I'm not sure if this all lines up because Booster is very athletic, but not, he's, he's got street smarts. But when it comes to the other stuff, I
I
don't
don't think
know.
every parent has to have the intelligence.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Uh,
Well, the other thing to think about too is when you're looking at this.
yeah.
Oh, wait. Quick side quest here.
Okay. Side quest.
I don't even remember the lady's name, but there's a documentary about it on Amazon right
Okay.
now. Is this lady that was on Real Housewives, but
Mhm.
she's like a church cult leader
No?
and she married her grandpa?
What?
This is real.
Okay.
I mean, it's like her step grand, not whatever, what it
Okay.
married. It wasn't her blood grandpa,
Okay.
but she married her grandpa.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that's.
Interesting.
I mean, I
But
guess
she took her Real
maybe.
Housewives money and then married the grandpa
No,
and
no,
became the
she
cult
married the
leader.
grandpa to take over the cult,
Oh.
and then went on Real Housewives.
Oh. Interesting.
And I can tell you, the amount of episodes of Real Housewives I have watched is zero.
Yeah.
Probably, let's go
But
negative.
you've watched the cultmentary.
I watched yeah, I don't know if I watched all of it because it became mind-numbingly stupid.
Yeah. Oh,
But
most
I
do.
was just like, this is idiotic. It would be something to watch while you're working on something else.
I see.
You don't need full brain power for that.
You're like
Anyway, we get introduced to Ripley Hunter, uh,
Ripley Hunter.
Ripley Hunter, who of the Ripleys.
Oh yes, yes. The books and the museums. Yes. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of that at all.
Oh.
I was thinking that everybody else in this picture is going to have like an alien come out of their stomach.
No. Oh.
Ba, ba, da, da, da.
And then it just starts, doing a little showboat thing as it dances away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was that Eli Wolf that did the print of or was that a Brett picture?
what?
If the cat had done his job in the film.
I don't know. I
What's the
can't.
cat's name in Alien?
Oh man,
What is the cat's
I,
name in Alien?
I can't remember the cat's name. It's right there on tip of my tongue. Uh, you looking it up?
It's
I can't remember.
yeah, Jonesy. Jonesy.
Jonesy.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't remember who. I don't remember which of our friends drew this now, but it was Jonesy getting the alien, the little baby,
Yeah.
like when it first came out,
Yeah.
and said if Jonesy had just done his job,
And Abe, yeah,
the
Killed
movie
it.
would have been over.
Yeah. it's over.
Because
Done.
the cat at that point should have been the alpha predator
Yeah,
over the alien.
over the alien.
sure.
Yeah.
And we would never had aliens versus predators. We would never had aliens, alien this, alien that, alien everything, alien ant
Earth.
farm.
Oh, Alien Ant Farm. That's a good one. I love that one.
Yeah, that was a feature length film, right?
It was definitely.
Yeah. All the aliens came out of those big Bitcoin
Tubes.
farms,
Yeah.
mining
what?
farms. Yeah.
Yeah. They
Data
were
farms.
they were working all day to
Yeah.
harvest.
And then, well, anyway, we have this nice talk with Rip. He talks about all the interesting things he wants
He's
to
Rip
go through
Hunter
time.
and not Rip Van Winkle, the first time traveler.
Right.
Because Rip Van Winkle is the first time traveler. He traveled through time first. He went to bed and he woke up and he had traveled through time successfully.
You're no,
Uh,
but I'm sure the name has to do with Rip Van Winkle. Probably.
yeah, because he traveled through time, Dan. He's
I don't
a time
know.
traveler.
Well, by the way, this is the first appearance of Rip Hunter in the Bronze Age / Modern Age. The character's completely redone. There was an original Rip Hunter in, was it the 60s?
Okay.
Was it late 50s?
Mm.
You're like, I don't know.
Perhaps before my time.
The original appearance of Rip Hunter was in Rip Hunter Time Masters and Showcase. I just don't know when. 59, Showcase number 20.
Was he hanging out with Two Rock?
Maybe. It is entirely possible.
They were hunting
Rip
some
Hunter,
dinosaurs.
but completely different character than in the Showcase, right? So, and for those of you that don't know, in DC, Showcase was where they was a series that tried to launch new books from. Remember, we mentioned Hawk and Dove coming from there, but also the big ones that came from Showcase were Barry Allen and, of course, the Golden Age Green or the Silver Age Green Lantern. So we get Barry Allen coming out first out of that series, and then Hal coming out, but they would use Showcase to kind of introduce new characters. In the same way that Spider-Man wasn't introduced in Spider-Man.
Oh
It's
yeah,
introduced in Amazing Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Used it, and then if people like the new characters, then they got their own series. So there you go.
And if not, they got
so technically the first appearance of Rip Hunter was in that Showcase number 20. But I'm surprised because as popular as a character as Rip Hunter is, that this book here, number Booster 13, doesn't hold more value.
Yeah.
Because it is the introduction of the Rip Hunter that ended up in the TV show and that was in all the comics that we were joking about.
There was a Rip Hunter TV show?
Yeah. And DC Legends of Tomorrow.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, because you quit watching all the DC things, and I don't want to talk about why because it's sad.
I know. I literally, like, it was like that was coming out, and I was like, and we were super excited about it, and then, yeah, I missed it. It looked really cool.
So, Rip Hunter didn't stick around that long.
He had time to travel.
He also didn't look like this Rip Hunter, though. He was like English and stuff.
Oh man, that's not cool. It's like Dr.
Dan Jurgens drew him a couple times.
Yeah,
wrote him a couple times. So
it's almost like
did disappear.
It's like walking. It's like the two of them walking together. It looks like it's like twins.
It's almost like they're genetically linked in some way.
Yeah.
But we were just saying how that would be impossible.
Could be.
Oh, well, he mentions he has a time sphere now.
Oh, time sphere. Interesting.
Time sphere, time bubble.
Time bubble, time sphere. Yeah.
Time cube.
Time.
Wait, no. Time. No, let's not do time cubes because that's either a Legion thing or that's a crazy like Reddit thing.
I see.
It's not. Well, anyway, does Booster wants to know if that cool thing really works? I would also like to point out that Booster's haircut on me was fantastic.
It looked funny. I mean,
I probably
funny.
should go. I probably should go for that haircut. It made me look like 20 years younger.
If you could get hair, do it.
I can.
Do it.
What if I got a wig or something?
You could. Yeah, you could. You could. And then you put Booster hair on.
Listeners, if you want to design me a wig and figure out how to get it on me effectively,
make Dan a wig.
Let's go.
And then we'll glue it on Dan.
Getting new glasses, they're going to be about this much further in, so that wig would be perfect in.
Oh, yeah. Get Dan a rug.
Let's do it. Nobody will suspect a thing.
No, they won't.
Well, we all get in the time bubble, and I mean the time sphere.
Yeah. Into the sphere they go.
Everybody but Dirk gets to go.
He doesn't get.
Dirk has to stay.
Sorry, Dirk. There's not enough room.
Yeah, convenient. And so Trixie gets to go in time. That couldn't mess up anything.
No, not at all.
And they boost off into the future. Jack and they're going to get to the future, and it looks cool.
It does look really cool.
I do like how since Dan Jurgens drew the 30th century and draws the 25th century, so you can make them look different.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like that level of continuity too. That makes me cool. They get to 2462,
Mhm.
and like I don't remember the exact time frame, but I find it's interesting they like go to 2462, so that would have been 25 years,
Okay.
right? So it would have been 475 years, right? Not
Mhm.
500 years, right? So when they in Superboy comics, I think it was 15 years or 10, but they always had like the Superboy comics always lagged a time period behind the Superman comics.
Oh, okay.
So I just thought this was a cool touch to that.
Nice.
I feel like there's a nod there somewhere.
A little bit.
How it was just lagging, even though it's future lagging,
Mhm.
but they were just kind of saying, he would have been a kid and then he was grown up, and so it goes out. It also gives us some room there for the great disaster or something else bad to happen. But I think the great disaster already happened, right?
There,
500 years, we've already had Commandy and stuff, right?
I think so.
So, and they were talking about that in the Legion issue too.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Booster feels happy. We get a big 2-page spread of the future, and he looks like he's excited to be home.
Like, oh my gosh.
Rip is super exciting because his time
Yeah.
machine worked.
It worked.
Jack and Trixie are like, what happened? And
Where are we?
they rest the time sphere down on the ground. And Booster's like, what happened anyway? And Rip's like, I don't know. As soon as we came out of the time stream, we experienced a sudden power loss
Oh man.
after the gyro controls froze. Those Euro controls?
Gyro.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, if it was Euro controls, they had to go to the restaurant and go get some sandwiches and throw them in there to make it, power back up again.
Well, what if it was controlled by a giant cone of meat?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Euros, they had to throw the sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spin.
Put
I
it
mean,
in
I would
there.
be the best.
Do place called Spiro's. Go get some.
I would go to that. I would
Yeah.
go to that every day.
Have
That'd be
cut the meat,
fantastic.
put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Well,
Get that cucumber dressing sauce that goes on there.
Mm.
Oh, nice, delicious.
I want that like right now.
I know, right? Maybe we can get some this weekend. That'd be good. Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
That's definitely. I mean, we could. So I don't know if that was high on my list, but we could.
Hey, there's possibilities are endless, Dan.
The possibilities are interest. Well, anyway, they've got to figure out what's going on. So Booster's got to go get healed from his bacteria.
Oh, man.
Trixie goes with him. It's always good when you travel through time to split the party.
Yeah, split the party.
We flip the page and we get excited to find out. I'm so very excited to find out that Batman: The Dark Knight Returns is all in one volume for us that we can buy all at once now.
Sweet. I'm excited. I'll get
It's
you
great.
a copy.
Thanks. If you want to give me that first edition hardcover, I mean, I'll take it.
No.
I'll resell it, but I'll take it.
No.
Okay. I'm just letting you know, though. I'll happily take it and then immediately flip it.
No.
Okay. I really don't care if I have that book.
Oh, damn.
Well, we do get a meanwhile here.
Meanwhile, back
I've
in the
been
ranch.
wondering about a few DC upcoming projects. Somebody asks. Tell us
Okay.
more. Crisis on Captive Earth series. That
Uh-huh.
never happened. A new Wonder Woman series.
Yeah.
Legends, History of the DC Universe. Happened. New Shazam series happens. And I believe that was a mini because Shazam then ends up briefly in Justice League, right?
Yeah.
After. Yeah. So Shazam comes in at the end of Legends. Or in Legends, and then shows up. And I think he gets his own series for a while. And the Shazam's so hard to keep track of because they botched launching Captain Marvel over and 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 over again. So, and then finally kind of did it right. The
It's what
first movie
happens.
was fun. The first movie was really fun.
Yeah.
The first one, second movie, I got Tawny the Tiger, so that's all I care about. If Tawny the Tiger hadn't shown up, then fuck all.
Oh, then you got the Black Adam.
But yeah, I mean, we there's just some crazy shit mentioned in here too, like oh hey, Mike Gold was the one that presented the concept of Legends. Maybe that's why he was too busy to keep editing this book.
I see.
Yeah,
That could be.
well, yeah, I mean, he traded up, I guess. We got they mention in this year of revitalization, writer Roy Thomas,
Yeah.
who's Infinity Inc. with hot new artist Todd McFarlane, came
Oh,
into his second, yeah, in the comic book guide poll in the favorite direct only title. I assume Teen Titans came in first,
probably.
which means Infinity came ahead of Legion, which is interesting. Anyway, yeah, this is young Todd McFarlane.
Young Todd.
Yeah, very young. Not at Marvel, Todd McFarlane.
Not there yet.
So
Cut his teeth.
anyway, Booster takes off, going to his house, which is a good idea. We're back into the story here.
Yeah.
Trixie's following him instead of flying. Like, wait for me.
Wait for me.
The most stereotypical New York landlord of all time.
Yeah, he looks
Comes
like
out and
Carl
talks to him.
from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
He does. I hate that show so much.
Hey, what are you?
You know-
what?
Well, you know, I'm a big fan of postmodernism.
I know.
Yeah, I'm just hating on it all right now.
I know.
Fuck Dark Knight Returns. Fuck Aqua Team.
Oh man.
It's so dumb.
It's all right, Dan. You like what you like. You dislike what you like. Dislike what
Get
you
me to laugh at it. I can't. It's impossible to laugh at.
We're from the moon.
It's impossible to laugh at. Now, I'm just a small town bird lawyer. Now that's something I can laugh at
Oh, okay. There you go.
with. Space Ghost,
Yeah.
Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
That's something I can laugh at.
Yeah.
Okay. Aqua Team Hunger Force.
No. Not for you.
No, you just do like Zorax. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, they've split the party because Booster Gold ran away. We find out that his mom and his sister had to move out
Because of him.
because they couldn't pay the rent because Booster's an asshole.
Yeah. Booster's a jerk.
As we know, the older brother in families is responsible for the financial well-being of everybody else in the family.
It's true. And when they don't come through, then what are they? They're a jerk.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true.
Everybody looks at you like, you jerk. Why aren't you doing these things? Man.
Yep. It is. It's 100% absolutely true. So
Absolutely.
I already know.
There's
I already know.
Yeah. There's no way to get around it.
Well, we got an advertisement for the 1985 Eagle Awards. Favorite comics, first and second, were Swamp Thing and Crisis on Infinite Earths. Thanks to some series we were just discussing, favorite character, Batman, Wolverine, and Swamp Thing. That's interesting. DC sweeps some CBG fan awards here. The Kirby Awards gave Crisis on Infinite Earths Best Finite Series. I guess that's limited series.
Mhm.
Best art, George Perez. Not surprising.
Not
Favorite
surprising.
story, Beyond the Silent Night from Crisis on Infinite Earths, number 7.
Mhm.
Did somebody die in that one?
I think so.
Is it? Are you sure?
I think so.
Yeah, I feel. Was it important for some reason?
Maybe so.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Oh, okay. Just asking. Asking for a friend. Favorite direct sell only comic, I was right. New Teen Titans. Favorite editor, Marv Wolfman. Favorite writer, Alan Moore. Okay. Yeah, it all makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Favorite artist, George Perez. Shocking. And we have a shocking end to this story. We're stuck in the future.
Okay, my chair. And the
Pretty
party
soon,
split.
somebody's going to come by riding on a hoverboard.
Oh my gosh. And then they're gonna want that almanac, the sports almanac, but Biff Tannen's gonna steal the time machine. Oh shit. It's going down. That shark never scared me though. It always looks fake. Yeah. Do you want a
Yeah.
pizza? Do you gotta put it in the rehydrator? Huh?
What?
What?
The gold exchange letter section.
Yes.
There's letters here.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I hate you now. Don't do it back to me. I was doing it to you first. I won. You were supposed to get it in your head the rest of the night. Now it's going to be in my head because you did it back to me, and that's not okay. It's not okay. Hey, the Mighty Maple wrote a letter.
Oh yeah? The
Yeah,
Mighty
boy, am I
Maple.
shocked.
No way.
Maybe somebody should get together all the TM Maple letters and put them into a book.
That's a really good idea. Nobody's ever thought of that
That's a
before.
good idea. No, I've never heard anybody mention that before. I did want to share a letter with you though.
Okay.
It says, "Dear Golden People,
Oh, golden people.
I don't know how to say this, but I've seen too much action.
Oh no.
I'd like to see Booster and Trixie fall madly in love and have Booster screw up once in a while. The man's too perfect."
Oh.
Clearly didn't read the last. Has this guy been reading the series?
He hasn't. He's missed the last 2 episodes.
He's missed the
3?
whole, all of them.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and didn't they have romance in 2462, or is Booster emotionless?
Mm.
The 1000 doesn't interest me much. I'm hoping they won't be the main villains in Booster Gold.
Okay.
I feel like I'm aligned with this person. Appearing whenever Mr. Jurgens can't think of or invent a different person or persons for Booster to fight. Hey, how about a drug or anti-drug issue? No. Okay, we were aligned.
And now
We
you're
were
not.
doing good. And he says, I need to see some more some realism in comic books, don't you? I've been here since issue 1. All in all, I enjoy Gold Star or Booster Gold. What do you think of some of my ideas for Booster, i.e. love, drugs, and realism?
Love, drugs, and realism.
That's from Tim Turcott of 18 Farm Lane, Seabrook, New Hampshire, 03874. So if you want to reach out to Tim, I'm sure you can find Tim still at 18 Farm Lane, Seabrook, New Hampshire, 03874.
Tim, hold on to your socks. I don't know if you're ready for this, but things are about to get real. Booster's gonna try some love, drugs, and get crazy on the realism.
He's gonna go all the way. He's gonna go way into the future and get those drugs that Timberwolf was on.
Oh my gosh, gonna eat an apple and get nuts. Watch out.
Well, anyway, I didn't pull one out just to defend my position or anything, but I saw a letter that mentioned like that the villains were pretty weak, and we mentioned that. I agree
that you wanted that you also wanted to see an emotional Booster.
I don't know if I need to see an emotional Booster. I just
a loving Booster.
Yeah, I don't need any of that.
You
I
want
just
a
think
Booster who
suck.
loves. A
Booster who loves.
I want a Booster who loves. Damn it!
That's how we get little rips.
I want little rips. I want a Booster who loves in the future. And fights drugs.
Next issue.
We don't know. Maybe that's what Captain Director wanted, was to sell drugs.
Next issue.
His MLM.
Next issue, we're probably gonna find out what happens to Booster and Trixie and to Jack and Rip.
Oh my, yes.
In the future, as they try to figure out how to fix the time sphere.
I'm Sphere. Get jacked, get ripped in the future with
And
Booster
we
Gold.
find out, we're also going to find out all sorts of important things. Hopefully, by the time you get together with us next week, you'll have read issue 14.
Hope
But
so.
also,
Who, me or
also,
the listeners?
well, everyone.
Oh, everybody. Okay, yeah. Whew, good.
Yeah,
I thought
you're
it was just
supposed to
calling
be
me out.
reading these.
Oh my gosh,
You don't, but I mean,
I
it's
read
fine.
them. What
No,
are
you
you
don't.
talking about?
So also, uh, if you wanted to, though,
Eh,
you could head down to the Retro Emporium in Kent, Washington,
That's
and
a
you
place.
could find all sorts of cool '80s things there.
Good.
I heard it's
It's
on Meeker Street
yes.
downtown,
It's like
not Meeker Street uptown or Rivertown.
it is like it's like the future, but also in the past.
Yeah, and then also,
Yes.
if you have noticed, we weren't joking when we said that our lawyer can beat up your lawyer.
It's
In
true.
fact, we even shared a
Yeah.
video of our
Yeah.
lawyer flipping some guy over.
Yeah. He was putting the work on him.
Yeah. Didn't he choke him out after that too? Or
He did.
break his leg or something?
He, I think that the video was titled something about chokes.
In fact, our lawyer at Knight Legal, Mr. Paul Boudreau, kicked so much ass at his tournament that he won all of his matches by submission, except one where he was disqualified because he submitted the person in the wrong way.
Oh man.
So he got disqualified for kicking too much ass.
He was I'm gonna kick some more ass. Oh, you're not kicking any more ass, sir. You already kicked too much ass. The
Yes,
ass cannot be kicked
yeah.
anymore. I'm
I
sorry.
think the tournament just decided that they couldn't give him all of the gold medals.
You
They had to
can't.
give him one silver.
You must take one of these silver medals, sir. I'm sorry. You've kicked too much ass.
Yes. So just know that if you connect, look, he's as smart at law as he is at jujitsu.
But
So
hey, don't let the fact that he couldn't get that last submission submitted, because when it comes to submitting paperwork, he can submit that no problem. He submits it all the
he
time.
has no problem submitting paperwork. That's
He submits all the paperwork,
into that paperwork is in.
and that paperwork is always in submission. Gold medal
While it's being submitted.
while it's being submitted.
I've had to help submit some of that paperwork before.
So you're a paperwork submitter too. You've made the paperwork submit to you.
Yeah, I bound it.
Oh my gosh, it's Grimwar, the paperwork chainsman.
Yes. Actually,
Dan
Paul
Bohr.
bound it.
It's Dan
I just
Bohr.
handed it in.
It's
It was already bound when it got to me.
he, Dan Bohr. The
Yeah.
paper the paper man?
The paper, yeah.
The
Well,
paper man.
that's whew. All right.
That's
Well,
a whole thing. What's your outfit look like?
that's a whole. I can't share that on the stream. That's impossible.
Too funny.
Well, yeah. So also
Yes.
eventually, we're gonna have a Kickstarter launch.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Blame It on the Alex Rain,
Oh, blame it on the Alex
a
Rain.
Booster Gold love story.
Yes.
And we'll put the link to Travis's launch again
Again.
in the show notes,
Yeah.
even though it will never launch.
It will launch. It's like, honestly, okay. You want to know the true story? Well, Brett was supposed to be working on Starlight. He was working on Alex Ray.
So it should be done and launched.
Well, he can't launch it until the other one's done. I know. It's depressing and sad.
Well,
He got hyper focused, man. It's a good story.
what if Starlight looked like this?
Yeah. Well, it might in
Which
the
it will.
future. Yeah, I was gonna say it might in the future when it comes out like that.
Am I going to get that someday?
Someday, yeah.
Are you sure? Because I bid on that.
We can talk to Travis when we see him.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's a pretty cool picture too. Dang.
Well, I think that's it, unless we're plugging other things.
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, come back. I apologize that we weren't as entertaining. I probably will have less clips out of this book, out of this, because I said the F word too much.
And
But
he liked the story too much. He was so invested.
I did. But if you will come back, we'll bring you back and we'll read issue 14 together and everything will be amazing. So come back and we love you.
Hang out.
That's it. That's it. That's all we're doing. We're not talking anymore.
We'll see you later.
Talking anymore. We're not talking anymore. We're not talking anymore.
Oh, there's a dog on your lap.
No more talking.
There's
all right. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Look
everybody.
at the happiness. Bye.
Bye.